Hello, I'm Bob Dickinson, and we're looking at the Visual Studio interface to the SWM 5 C code. The way it's set up is that there's a series of header files and then C files. So the main file is swim5.c. Click on swim5.c. It shows you a history of that. Set up for Windows, is also set up for Windows Console. It defines all the various parameters, and it runs the model basically. So it opens the files, closes the files, and calls the various input files. Other parts that are key are the input files. So input C is that one. Interface for making interface files, but basically EPA and Lou Rosman have made a very good names for these, so they're pretty clear. Culvert will be the FHWA culverts. Controls would be the RTC controls for the program. You can see all the different controls here. So if you really want to get into the inside look at what SWM 5 does, you really can learn a lot by looking at the very well constructed C code. How do you run this? Well, you build it. You build a model, and then under projects you go to link properties. So you define where you're releasing it to, what version of the studio you're using. Go to linker. It tells you where you're building this file, so you can make incremental changes, make some other changes, compile your own version, and away you go. So this is done in basically any version of the free Visual Studio Express after 2008. This one is Visual Studio Express 2012. So you can look at this. So for example, if you wanted to look at the LID code, very nicely documented. It tells you what the LID layers are, what the cells are for the different LID features. A dynamic wave is under dynamic wave, and it's also set up now for multiprocessing. That's under DW flow. Kinematic wave is under kinematic wave. Force main, very nice force main routines in SWM 5, and force main.c explains all of that. Other things that are important, actually they're all important, but other things are the stats, the runoff. Runoff explains how the runoff is generated using the nonlinear reservoir routing. So that's a brief look at SWM 5 C code. You can download this from the EPA SWM website. It's free, public domain, open source, so you can make modifications if you're a student, or if you want to make other features. So good luck, and basically it's pretty simple to use. Thank you.